Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Arsenal player could now miss the start of next season due to international commitments. According to Mirror Sport, France under-21 boss Thierry Henry could be about to call up William Saliba to his squad for the tournament. Saliba, 22, would qualify as an under-23 player for the tournament, and France want to take the competition seriously. According to the report, Henry is set to call up Kylian Mbappe, Olivier Giroud, and Antoine Griezmann as his three players over the age of 23, signaling how serious the competition will be taken. Mbappe has already confirmed his intention to play in the tournament, urging his compatriots to follow his example. That all being said, Arsenal would have the power to block Saliba from playing in the games, given the tournament is not recognized by FIFA. In theory, Arsenal could refuse the release of Saliba at the start of next season, choosing to prioritize their own plans. Of course, that might not be a popular decision with Saliba or Henry, two figures Arsenal will surely be wary of upsetting. Saliba did previously refuse a call-up to the 2021 games in Tokyo, given he was trying to establish his position at Arsenal, but that situation is very different now. It will be an interesting one to watch unfold, but Arsenal surely could allow incredible Saliba this chance if he so pleased. And in truth, the club's summer recruitment should be designed to find better cover for the Frenchman anyway. Graeme Souness says he's actually a big fan of 25-year-old Arsenal player. Graeme Souness has claimed that he is a huge admirer of Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard and the way he leads his side. The Norwegian is a fantastic footballer and is having a fine season. He is one of Arsenal's most important players, not just because of the way he plays, but also for his leadership skills. Arsenal signed Martin Odegaard from Real Madrid in 2021 for just £30 million. The midfielder joined the Galacticos as a teenager, but found it very difficult to nail down a place in the side under their then manager Zinedine Zidane. After a 6-month loan spell, Mikel Arteta decided Odegaard was the man he wanted to sign, and that has proved to be one of his best decisions as a manager. Graeme Souness has now admitted that he is a huge admirer of Odegaard. He also went on to praise the Norway international's leadership skills. He wrote in the Daily Mail the following: "I'm a big fan of Martin Odegaard. There is nothing to dislike about him. He has great energy, he is a cute passer of the ball, gets his fair share of goals, and he leads by example. He doesn't strike me as a captain who would dig his teammates out. He prefers to show them how it should be done." Many people felt Martin Odegaard had a slow start to the season at Arsenal. The Norway international did score 3 goals and provide 2 assists in his first 7 Premier League games, but he just didn't seem like his usual self. It was then revealed that Odegaard had been suffering from a hip problem, and he was sidelined due to a concussion as well soon after. Since his return to full fitness, Odegaard has been brilliant. He has been one of Arsenal's best players and was the difference maker in their Champions League win against Porto. If Odegaard can keep performing at the same level until the end of the season, Arsenal have a real chance of going all the way in both competitions. England manager Gareth Southgate shows belief in Arsenal player. England manager Gareth Southgate has firmly backed Arsenal goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale to get back to his best form. Since David Raya was brought in on loan from Brentford, the Spanish shot-stopper has since nailed down a number 1 role for the Gunners. As a result, England goalkeeper Ramsdale has featured rather sporadically this season, despite having a good campaign last term. However, the 25-year-old will have certainly hoped to have had a far better showing in his most recent Gunners games. Ramsdale was thrust into action against Brentford due to Raya's ineligibility against his parent club. The Arsenal backup keeper made an unforced error, which subsequently led to a Brentford goal. under absolutely zero pressure. Ramsdale took his time with a clearance in the 4th minute of stoppage time in the first half, chasing the ball down was his forward Wissa, and he was rewarded for his efforts as Ramsdale slammed the ball into him and it deflected into the Arsenal net. Despite this error, Ramsdale would eventually make amends for a number of crucial saves before Arsenal secured a 2-1 win. In his latest press conference, England manager Gareth Southgate addressed the Three Lions goalkeeping situation. He said, "We have chosen the three goalkeepers who we think are the best. It's not ideal that Aaron does not play, but he showed last week that he has the mental toughness to play for England when he responded to the mistake that he made. We still believe that he can force his way back into the Arsenal team. It will probably be more difficult after the penalty shootout the other day, I could imagine, but he just has to keep pushing and training well every day." England will face Brazil and Belgium in this upcoming international break, and perhaps Ramsdale will have a chance to prove his worth to the national team. Harry Redknapp fuming with £50 million Arsenal player. Harry Redknapp has become one of the latest football figures to criticize Arsenal defender Ben White for his alleged England snub. The 77-year-old, speaking on talkSPORT, has claimed that the Gunners' man's purported decision to refuse a Three Lions call-up is disgusting. On Thursday, England manager Gareth Southgate claimed that White had made himself unavailable for selection for this month's friendlies. Speaking at his press conference after the squad announcement, Southgate said Arsenal sporting director Edu told him White did not want to be considered. Predictably, this has caused plenty of reaction across the pundit and football fan world, with pretty much everyone having an opinion on the Arsenal man's alleged stance. Redknapp is particularly unimpressed with White's apparent refusal to play for England and disagrees with Southgate's stance that the door remains open on a potential return. He said, "I think Gareth Southgate said the door's still open, didn't he? The door should be slammed right in his mash. He doesn't want to play for his country. He goes to the World Cup, then comes home because he is not getting in the team. I'm sorry, you've had your opportunity. You don't want to play for England? You tell the Bobby Moores of this world who's got 100 odd caps, the Shiltons, the Beckhams, the Rooneys, those people. Go and tell the Billy Bounds of this world who didn't get a cap and should have done. And all those great players that you don't want to play for your country. I think it's disgusting. I can't have it. If I'm Gareth now, I'm saying thanks very much. We won't bother you again." Not many things trigger such a strong opinion in the world of football, quite like a player turning down the opportunity to play for his country. But rather than make White into a pantomime villain, it would be best to reserve judgment unless the situation becomes clear. Nobody knows for certain what has happened with White in the England camp at the 2022 World Cup. Arsenal ready to sell 24-year-old ace wanted by Premier League rivals for £25 to £30 million. Arsenal are prepared to sanction the departure of Reece Nelson at the end of the season. The 24-year-old attacker has struggled for game time at Arsenal this season, and he needs to leave the club to play more often. A move away from Arsenal would be ideal for him, and Nelson will be able to get his career back on track with regular football once again. A report from Football Insider claims that Brighton want to sign the 24-year-old in the summer, and the Gunners will sell him for a fee of around £25 to £30 million. Nelson is yet to start a single game in the league for Arsenal this season, and he has scored once in the League Cup and picked up 2 assists in the Champions League. He needs to play more often at this stage of his career, and Arsenal will not be able to provide him with that opportunity. An exit would be ideal for all parties. Brighton would get to improve their attack with his capture, and Arsenal will be able to invest the proceeds from his departure into a new player who can help them improve. The opportunity to join Brighton will be an exciting option for the player. They have played impressive attacking football under Roberto De Zerbi, and they are 8th in the table. Nelson can continue his development with ample first-team action at Brighton. He is versatile enough to operate on either flank as well as the central attacking midfielder. The Arsenal player could prove to be a quality investment for the Seagulls, especially for the reported price. Liverpool keeping close tabs on versatile 18-year-old defender on Arsenal Man United radar. Liverpool are interested in signing the Ajax defender Jorel Hato at the end of the season. A report from Football Insider claims that Liverpool are closely monitoring his progress and they could look to make a move for the 18-year-old defender at the end of the season. Hato is naturally a center defender, but he is versatile enough to operate as a fullback. He could prove to be a quality long-term acquisition for Liverpool. The 18-year-old is highly rated across Europe, and Liverpool could nurture him into a key player. They are not the only English club keen on the defender, and they will face competition from Manchester United and Arsenal as well. Liverpool need to find a quality alternative to Joel Matip, who will be a free agent in the summer, and Hato certainly fits the profile. At Arsenal, they already have a number of central defenders at their disposal, and signing Hato would be a bit of a surprise. The 18-year-old needs to join a club where he will get ample first-team action, and that might not be possible at Arsenal right now. Meanwhile, Manchester United could certainly use defensive reinforcement, especially with the likes of Johnny Evans leaving in the summer. He could prove to be a quality replacement for Evans, and he could form a solid partnership with Lisandro Martinez at the heart of the Manchester United defense in the coming seasons. The left-footed central defender is likely to be attracted to the idea of joining clubs like Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester United in the summer, and it remains to be seen where he ends up. Arsenal complete the signing of Premier League wonderkid. Arsenal have completed the signing of Wolves' 16-year-old defender Bryden Clark on a permanent deal. The Gunners have added another gem to their already thriving academy after completing the signing of the Wales international. At just 16, Clark has made a name for himself as one of the best young academy players, with Arsenal confirming the signing early Saturday morning. Only hours after the move was announced, Clark made his debut for the club's under-18 squad, starting as a centre-back in their 8-3 win against Crystal Palace. The 16-year-old spent 7 years in the Wolves academy and was a part of the Wales side that went all the way to the final in the European Under-17 Championships last year. He said after his move was completed, "The time has come for me to move on to a new chapter. I want to thank everybody who has helped me along the journey, and I wish all of my teammates at Wolves the best of luck for the future." The Gunners have offered their young academy stars a pathway into the first team, and will be hoping that Clark can follow the likes of Bukayo Saka. As we wrap up today's Arsenal news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.